Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Allie and today I'm going to be doing a very small, really quick book haul. So I have not been buying a lot of books lately, but I have had a few opportunities to pick up some new books. Some of them are used, actually most of them are used, and I figured I'd just call this my autumnal book haul because it feels like most of these books have a bit of an autumnal fall kind of vibe. So I am really excited to get into these books and tell you where I got them all from. So let's get right on into the video. So the first book that I have in this little stack is one that I actually picked up from the Goodwill, and that is The Viscount Who Loved Me by Julia Quinn. And this is the second book in the Bridgerton series. This is definitely one of my favorite books. This one follows Anthony and Kate, obviously, from the second season. If you guys have watched the show, you will know what I'm talking about, but I absolutely love these books. I read them all as an audiobook, so it's kind of nice to have them in like a physical copy now, and I definitely want to like annotate it and reread it and just tab it all up. So hopefully I can do that soon. But yeah, if you haven't read Bridgerton or you have like no idea what I'm talking about, Bridgerton is basically like a companion series of all these books following each sibling from the Bridgerton family. And the first one is about Daphne, the second one is about Anthony. Anthony's the eldest, and he has this sort of hate to love relationship with Kate. Yeah, that's all I feel like I can really say without spoiling it. But yeah, if you are interested in like historical romance, a great series to read. If you're not, go watch the Netflix series. It's just as good, if not better at times. The next book is one that I actually got from Target during their buy one get one 50% off book sale, and that is Romancing Mr. Bridgerton by Julia Quinn. This is, I believe, the fourth book in the series. I genuinely can't remember. Yeah, it says the fourth. Okay, I was correct. It's the fourth book in the series. This one follows Colin Bridgerton and Penelope Featherington. This is what the third season of Bridgerton is going to follow, and I'm so excited because if you didn't know, this is my favorite book from the entire series. I absolutely love it. I have read this book twice so far. Definitely gonna go for a third, maybe even a fourth time, especially before season 3 comes out. I just love this book so much. It's one that I also really want to annotate. It means everything to me. I love it. I love the relationship between Colin and Penelope. I love how it develops. It's just so cute, so amazing. So yeah, can't really talk about this book without spoiling literally all of Bridgerton because a lot of things get revealed in this book, and you know, it's like the fourth book in the series. I can't really talk about it. The second book that I got from that trip to Target was actually The Makeup Test by Jenny L. Howe, and I've heard a lot of really great things about this book. It has some plus size representation. It follows these two people who are going into a graduate school program, and the main character finds out that her ex-boyfriend is also going to be in the same graduate program, and things get a little messy. Like I said, I've heard a lot of really great things about this book, and I think I'm going to absolutely love it. I have been needing some more fat representation in my life. I feel like I've read so many, like just countless books with fat representation, and I love to find more, especially ones that I think I'm really going to like. So this will be really intriguing. I can't wait to read it, and I'm so excited that it specifically centers around academia. I think that's going to be really, really interesting. Okay, so the last 4 books are ones that I actually got from a book sale that my local Planned Parenthood puts on every single year. I love to go and I love to support, so I ended up getting 4 books this time. I feel like I usually get a pretty big haul from these ones, but this time I went a little bit later on in the week, so they didn't have as much of a selection. But you know, I'm really excited about the books that I picked out, so we'll get into the first one, and that is this really beautiful copy of Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert, and it just is gorgeous. It's beautiful. The spine is amazing. I love the print on this cover. It's just gorgeous, and this is what it looks like on the inside. Just so pretty, gorgeous. Love this cover, love this copy. I'm so happy to have it. I was looking through the classic section at the book sale, kind of trying to find some like pretty versions of classic books, and I've never read this one. I feel like I'm really going to love it, so super excited. The next book that I picked up is also a classic, and that is Emma by Jane Austen. I am trying to collect more Jane Austen novels because I used to have this like huge bound collection of all of her novels. I don't know what happened to it. Not necessarily that I think I'd probably read from that, you know, bound collection. It was pretty big, but I was kind of bummed because I don't know where it went. And I have been trying to kind of make up for it ever since then. So I found this really cute edition of Emma and I decided to pick it up. I think it was only, yeah, it was only $2. So yeah, I think this is a really great pick. I love Emma. The story of Emma is just awesome. I read this book when I was like 16 or 17. So it's been about 10 years since I've read it, and I definitely need to sort of reintroduce myself to this book. It's been such a long time, but I mean, I love all of like the Emma adaptations. Are so much fun, and it's just one of my favorite Jane Austen stories. The next book that I ended up picking up was Dear Haiti, Love Elaine by Micah and Maritza Molit, and I am so excited to read this book. I actually never realized that this book is co-written, but I'm really intrigued to like try it out and see how I like it. On the inside cover it says, when a school presentation goes very wrong, Elaine Beauparlant finds herself suspended, shipped off to Haiti, and writing the report of a lifetime. So it sounds really intriguing. I just noticed that the synopsis is written in first person, so it's gonna be very intriguing. I typically don't love when books have a synopsis written in first person, but you know, we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna try it out. This is definitely gonna be out of my comfort zone because there's already 2 strikes against it being co-written, which I typically don't like, and also having a synopsis written in first person, which I typically don't like. So I'm really hoping that this proves me wrong on both counts because I really want to like it. I think it's a gorgeous cover. It sounds really interesting. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So yeah, we're keeping our fingers crossed on this one. And the very last book is The Clockmaker's Daughter by Kate Morton. I love this cover so much. And this one has been on my TBR for quite a while. I ended up finding the Book of the Month copy at this book sale, which is totally fine. I don't really mind, especially since it doesn't have the Book of the Month logo on the spine. I feel like, you know, you can't really tell that it's Book of the Month, at least when you like look at it from there. But I'm really excited to read this one. It says, in the summer of 1862, a group of young artists led by the charismatic and talented Edward Radcliffe descends upon Birchwood Manor on the banks of the Upper Thames. Their plan, to spend a secluded summer month in a haze of inspiration and creativity. But by the time their stay is over, one woman has been shot dead while another has disappeared. A priceless heirloom is missing, and Edward Radcliffe's life is in ruins. More than 150 years later, Elodie Winslow, a young archivist in London, uncovers a leather satchel containing 2 seemingly unrelated items: a sepia photograph of a beautiful woman in Victorian clothing and an artist's sketchbook containing the drawing of a twin gabled house on the bend of a river. Why does Birchwood Manor feel so familiar to Elodie, and who is the mysterious, unidentified woman in the photograph? As Elodie pursues these clues, the lives of the many people who have passed through the house are revealed. There's Radcliffe, whose love affair with his model and muse consumes him, his sister Lucy, who opens a school for young ladies, Leonard Gilbert, a soldier and scholar who retreats to Birchwood after World War I to heal and to write a biography of Radcliffe, and in the present day, Jack Rowlands, who has come from far away to search for lost treasure and who meets Elodie when she eventually arrives at the house. Intricately layered and told by multiple voices across time, there is a kaleidoscopic story of murder, mystery, and thievery, of art, love, and loss. And flowing through its pages like a river is the voice of a woman who stands outside time, whose name has been forgotten by history, but who has watched it all unfold. Bertie Bell, the Clockmaker's Daughter. So I am so excited to read this book. It sounds right up my alley. I love this kind of like whimsical, fun, intriguing, sweeping historical fiction, especially when it has these like dueling timelines of like being in the past and also being in the present. So I'm very, very intrigued by this book. I think I'm really going to like it, and I can't wait to finally get to this book. Alright, so these are all of the books that I have gotten lately. I know it's a really, really small haul, and it doesn't take very long to talk about all of these books, but I am super excited to get to them. I'm glad that most of them are secondhand. It feels good to like buy books that have already been used. I think that that's great, and yeah, I'm so excited to read all of these, even the ones that I have already read. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed this book haul, and if you did, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, Storygraph, TikTok. All the links are going to be down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!